Hey everyone, it's Fitz with the Daily Delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am wonderful, mostly because I'm not Florida State. Everyone's picking on Florida State. Football Playoff Committee picks on Florida State. ACC picks on Florida State. And now the NCAA is picking on Florida State. In fact, the NCAA just squared up and kicked them square in the knolls, if you know what I mean. Hey, first reminder, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're about over 12K. Continue to help us grow. That algorithm is a magical thing, so leave those comments, hit the thumbs up, on with the DD. And if you missed it, the NCAA has sanctioned Florida State for violations related to the NIL. Apparently their offensive coordinator drove a prospect to an alumnus's house who ran the NIL. And that's a violation. Of course, other schools are just flat out calling up players through their collectives and offering them deals when they're not even in the transfer portal. They're making deals to get recruits. Now, let me just clarify here. I think Florida State violated the rules, but so is everyone. And everyone seems to be doing it much worse than Florida State. Let's be very on point here. The NIL is not supposed to be part of the recruiting process, period. And every school is doing it because the NCAA has looked the other way. They haven't been enforcing rules. The NCAA isn't doing their job. And now selectively they strike out and hit Florida State. NCAA is just worthless. I'm sorry. I'm so done with them. And I don't really care that they've penalized Florida State. I care that they just picked some school randomly and decided, we're going to hammer you right now when everyone else is doing things. Now, a lot of schools don't want to have the NIL involved in the recruiting process. It's not supposed to be, as I said. But here we are. The NCAA has sat aside and watched the house burn. And now apparently they're going to punish Florida State for smoking. None of this makes sense. None of it adds up to me. Is there something greater at work here? Is Florida State being punished by the football gods? NCAA, here's what you can do. You can put out ironclad guidelines that tell programs what they can and can't do, and fans what can and can't take place. Just do that. Put your rules out there when it comes to NILs and collectives. Let us all know what can and can't be done, because most of the stuff being done isn't supposed to be done, but you have ignored it. If you don't enforce the law, when all of a sudden you arrest someone for something that everyone else has been doing, you seem kind of inept. And inept is really a good word for the NCAA. They're feckless, they don't have a strong direction, and now they're just punishing people, schools, just kind of willy-nilly, which is one of my favorite words. Hey, NCAA, how about this? How about you lead? How about you guide? How about you help the institutions, the fans, and the collectives succinctly understand the rules? Because you just cherry-picked, and nobody likes that from leadership. Punishment should be across the board, not just for those you want to punish. This is a sad situation. Florida State, come on over to the Big 12. It's the conference where everyone here feels disrespected. You'll fit right in.